Hello, Namaste, Salam Walaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at VahRehVah.com. Today, I am going to show you how to make soft dosa. You know, a lot of you have requested, oh chef, the dosa you've shown is nice and crispy, but you know, some of us will love to eat softer dosa. So, I am going to show you how to make the batter and why it becomes softer when you do it like this. So, here I have got regular rice. Usually when you make dosa, you take 3 portions of rice, 1 portion of urad dal. So, I am doing the same thing, but here I am taking 2 portions of regular rice and 1 portion of parboiled rice, the rice what we generally love to make our idlis with. And this is also called idli rice, this parboiled rice. And here I have taken 1 cup of urad dal. So, 2 cups of regular rice, 1 cup of idli rice and 1 cup of urad dal. And to make the dosa even more softer and tastier, what we do is you can add small quantity of pressed rice. Pressed rice also, if you think, this is nothing but this blanched rice with husk. After then it is nowadays they are doing in the machine roller pressed and you get this pressed rice. In this, to add little bit of fenugreek seeds, this fenugreek seeds enhances by giving extra nice flavor. They also say the fenugreek seeds also give little bit of nice texture to the dosas, but I always prefer it for the flavor. And mix all of this, soak it and blend it. But the fermentation is a very important part of making dosa idli. Once you make this batter, put this batter at the same place where you set yogurt. What I mean to tell you is in a nice warm place, especially in the winters. If you have a stove where you can open and usually that place is warm, you can leave it there. And also what I do is in the winters, I take a bigger bowl of little bit hotter water and put the batter in that and cover it with a blanket, and then you get a nice well fermented dough. But in India, you don't have to worry. Most of the time the temperature is ideal for fermentation except in winters. So, I have already blended all of this and I have fermented the dough. I am going to show you how the batter looks. Now, look at this. The dough is perfect. When you see all these little holes, that is because even though we put the lid, it's slightly drying out. It is better to cover it, but always take the container which is bigger so that when it ferments, it doesn't overflow. Look at how well aerated it is. You will see lot of these bubbles. Now we can adjust the seasoning by adding salt into this batter. Now we are going to add salt in this. That should be good. Okay. Now the batter is all ready. In the traditional big grinder, the batter is usually very well done, but in the grinder sometimes still they are grainy, but that's okay. And here is the batter that is done in a regular home mixer. What is the difference between the soft dosa and the crispy dosa is, the soft dosa is very much preferred when you are having dosa with other curries, like dosa with fish curry or dosa with other curries. Whereas the crispy dosa, it is usually with some aloo masala and sambar. But also there is one problem with the crispy dosa is you have to eat it hot. Think about the soft dosa. Usually you can make it dosas and keep it on the side, and even when they are cold you can eat it. But you cannot do that with a crispy dosa. So let's go ahead and try our nice soft dosa. Okay. So for the soft dosa, the amount of batter you take is also little bit more. Look at this, the aeration of the batter. And also for a softer dosa, we cook it on both sides. And now look at this, very nice and but yet very soft. The pan is really hot, but that's okay. This dosa is perfect. When you have lot more guests, you don't need to make all the dosas in one go. You can make a dosa, fold it, and if you want you can even fold one more and keep it, especially when you are making a tiffin box dosa, that is taking it for lunch to school for the kids, you make this soft dosa. Whenever you make the thicker dosa, just you may have to add a little extra batter and do not spread it hard, okay? That's it. And you don't even need to add too much oil, just little bit on the edges and a little bit in the center. This much oil should be good, especially when you are using a non-stick pan. And some people they love to put the lid on. A lot of people, when they are eating these dosas with kurma or some kind of nice gravy kind of curry, they put the lid on so that they don't cook it on both sides and the dosa will be even more softer. Now, this is cooked nicely. Look at it. Wow, perfectly cooked. All you need to do is just fold it and you have a perfect soft dosa. This is like a sponge dosa. Too good. Dear friends, I hope you enjoyed today's session of learning how to make this soft dosa. But do not forget, VahRehVah is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at VahRehVah.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you.